Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
It's Jimmy Walker's world right now at the RBC Heritage. He is peering down at the rest of the pack. Walker at 12 under par with a 3-shot lead over Scotty Scheffler, Justin Rose, and Xander Schauffele. Some of the other notable names on that first page of the leaderboard include defending champion Jordan Spieth, who's top 10. Some of the guys that are T5, Viktor Hovland, who played well last week, Patrick Cantlay, throw Tommy Fleetwood into the mix. But Jimmy Walker has been quite the story to get to this point. After posting his second straight 65, it took some time to speak with Kira K. Dixon.
Well, a pair of 65s set Jimmy Walker up very nicely heading into the weekend. Excellent golf to start the RBC Heritage off for you, Jimmy. How would you assess the quality of your play in round 2?
Just a lot of the same from yesterday. I just kept it out in front of me and made some putts, and that's been the biggest difference, is making putts. I haven't been doing it, and I think everybody could probably say that when they putt well, they usually play pretty well. But that's just what's been it for me, that I haven't been doing it. So it's been fun watching putts go in and feeling a little bit of confidence swell back up. So it's been fun.
Why are you making these putts right now? Is there something that you've been working on in particular?
Maybe a little bit. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. We'll just keep going. But everything's basically about the same. Just start line might be a little fraction better, and just seeing some putts going. It's great. It's a lot of fun.
Fair enough. You made an emotional post on social media regarding your decision to come back out here on that top 50 money exemption. You were thinking about walking away from the game, focusing more on yourself and your family, but you are out here. You've taken in advantage of a great opportunity. How gratifying is it for you to see these types of results?
It's good. I was pretty much done, and I didn't know when I was going to play again, if I was going to play again. It was just been such a struggle, and I wasn't enjoying myself, and it's tough. And it was just an opportunity that I had to take, or I wasn't going to get to do it again. And with all those dominoes that kept falling with the tours and everything that was happening, it was like, I really need to go take advantage of this. And have I to this point? I mean, not really yet, but maybe this is the week where everything kind of falls back into place. I've got a lot of really old feels that I feel from a long time ago now, because that's what it feels like. And it's exciting. It'll be a fun weekend, regardless of whatever happens. I'm sure there'll be some great players at the top, and not that I'm not one of them, but it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of emotion for me.
Jon Rahm, a 7 under 64 clean card. 7 birdies, no bogeys, 15 out of 18 greens, looking every bit of the world number 1. There's Rahm on the difference between round 1 to round 2.
It's pretty funny. I told Adam after we birdied 12, I'm like, man, I'm the bad guy in this, the bad player in this group, 2 under 3. I didn't think I'll be, last, last in the group. We obviously followed it up with 2 more. That start was obviously key. Took advantage of some holes that were playing. Not that any hole's easy out here, but with the proper tee shots, they were very doable, and took advantage of that, and was able to finish it off. Right, things can get complicated out here on this golf course, so kept hitting a lot of good shots, and I would say highlighted by the 2. I would say not lengthy, but 2 10-footers for par on 9 and 18 that were very important to keep the round to be as low as it was.
Was there ever a thought that, maybe, just take the weekend off?
Well, like throw it?
No, not throw it, but, see what happens.
What? I don't understand what you mean right now.
Are you played poorly yesterday, and then you come out today and you're still tired. Why play good?
It's my job, right? I mean, people, it's like I said in the press conference, people pay their hard-earned money to watch me perform. It is my job to perform. They don't care if I sleep good, bad, I feel good or bad. It doesn't matter, right? And as a competitor, I'm not ducking anything in that sense, right? I'm going to go out there and try to shoot low. I said Tuesday or Wednesday, my intention is to try my hardest, and that was it, and it helps when I start the way I did. I mean, I'm making that birdie on 11 and keep hitting good shots and making birdies. You get in that competitive mode very, very quickly, and you know, early on the round, I had it going and thought I could put myself in a good situation, which I did.
Couple things to unpack here, because as a media member, kind of an odd question when you're talking to the world number one and you say, why would you play good? It seems like it's a blatantly obvious response from Jon Rahm. It's my job. I'm world number one. I've already won 4 times this season. Even though I shot one over, I still think I could win this week. What did you think of his response to that question,
His
Johnson?
response was brilliant.
Yeah.
And me personally, having played the tour for a number of years, there is not one time I ever tried to throw making a cut. Now, granted, I was in a little different payout category than Rahm is, but never in my life would I ever throw a cut. That question drove me insane, and I loved Rahm's response.
I always ask my guests on my podcast, what separates the elite athlete from the rest, or elite golfer? That answer right there. That inner drive to be great, no matter what, no matter how I'm playing. Were there times I was glad I maybe missed a cut? Well, yeah, I was playing so bad it was okay, but you never tried to throw it. But that's what I loved about his response, is this is why he's world number one. This is why he's playing so well. It's that inner drive to be great, no matter where you are, no matter, get something out of it to take the positive tomorrow. I thought it was a great answer as well. And I understand what the guy was trying to ask, but I would find very few that would try to throw it.
I think he was trying to allude to, like, hey, would a breather not be a terrible thing given everything you've done so far in this season? I think the narrative is going to start changing with Jon Rahm. It used to be he's this fiery Spaniard, and at times he runs too hot, and that's detrimental to his game. But when you hear him in press conferences, he is extremely articulate. He's one of the most insightful players on the PGA Tour, and he's doing all this in his second language, not in his native tongue. And I think with how cerebral he is, and we hear with Tiger, what separated him, physical gifts, mind, like 1A, 1B, maybe mind even above his physical gifts. I think Jon Rahm has one of the best minds on the PGA Tour. Wouldn't you say so?
Without a doubt. Even, I mean, all golfers are fiery. We just see every single shot of his, so we're going to see him blow up. And go ahead.
I think it's the best thing that I think it's what he's matured as a player. I really do. I think that it would affect him sometimes, and I think that he's just gotten better and better. He's matured, he's grown as a player, and that's why we're seeing the act. Last week was the perfect example. I never saw him waver that last day. He was just focused on what he was doing. Didn't matter if you're going to hit bad shots, and that's why I tell the young folks out there they're playing, you're going to hit bad shots. Everybody does. You just watch TV, and it looks like everybody hits it great. I didn't see him react like that, but I think that part, it doesn't get in his way like maybe it did in the past.
If he had decided on Monday not to come to the Heritage, I think everybody would have understood that decision. And I think that's why, him deciding to come and the way he spoke about the kids want to see the Masters champion. Of course they do. Yeah. And so him showing up, he is here, and obviously he was exhausted Thursday. He got a little bit of a bad draw with that rain starting out, but he's here to win. And, I wouldn't be surprised if he made a big run at it tomorrow and got himself in position for Sunday.
He gets it, and I think that's the thing. Can you live the life? And he's living it right now, and he gets it. He understands what it's all about, and it's the fans, it's the people out there, and, man, he's showing us a lot. It's a lot of fun to watch him.
Yeah, I mean, twofold. He's front runner, close to a lock for PGA Tour Player of the Year, and we're just in mid-April, 4 wins and a major. And I think he's in the start that we've touched on of what will be a multi-year, multi-major run coming up these next 2, 3, 4 years. And this is kind of the first, second inning for Jon Rahm. So for golf fans everywhere, it's a treat to see greatness being established